yesterday. I arrived in China yesterday afternoon, and I hadn't the time, to unpack my suitcase that I had to record this week bit of news, because this week was really crazy. And this morning, once again, Bitcoin attained a new ATH, 81,000. So I have to talk about that at the beginning of this week's episode, because it's just incredible and there is a lot of stuff to say about that. So why is it so fast? Why are we getting a new ATH every day? I think the planets are aligning. We have institutions that are investing a lot, especially with ETFs, and retail too. Retail, the Bitcoin addresses that have more than 1000 BTC are increasing. From the beginning of this year, it just keeps increasing day after day. So in today's video, we will talk about inflation, the interest rates, employment, and when you add everything to the limited supply of Bitcoin, we can see something that never happened before, and this moment is historic. Never had we have that good of a market condition, that favorable conditions. So at the beginning, when I did the video about Trump's victory, I said that BTC may keep ranging between 80k to 90k during the end of the year, but now with what I'm seeing today, I think that 100k is not a problem anymore. 100k is maybe just a time problem. Maybe we just need a few days, a few weeks, but I think it's possible that we get there before the end of the year. So it's not financial advice, obviously, but I just wanted to express the excitement that I'm getting from the market and the excitement that I'm getting myself and I just wanted to share that with you. And as I say, it's a historical moment, so I had to add that at the beginning of my video. So anyway, back to the normal episode. I just want to celebrate that with you. Let's go. Welcome to this week bit of news. Wow, what a week. The US elections are over and Trump is heading back to the White House, where he has his iconic Coca-Cola Light button. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve cut interest rates by another 25 basis points. As if that was not enough, Hong Kong and the UK followed suit with similar rate cuts. The result? A massive macroeconomic ripple that's shaking the crypto world. What's the impact on Bitcoin and the broader market? More importantly, what does this mean for the future? Let's break it all down and let's have a look at the other news for this week. So first, Bitcoin surge. We have to thank Trump for that. Let's have a look at the BTC and the ETH, because there is something with the ETH too this week. It's crazy. So the BTC this week, you can see that we are attaining new ATH every day. ATH, new ATH, new ATH. And today, Sunday evening here in China, we are at 80k new ATH. Once again, it's just crazy. And on the ETH part, we have something similar. So it's not a new ATH, but it's a new top, a new, how to say that, a new high every day, day after day. Can have a look here. Here, 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 here. Every day we are at new highs. We haven't had this kind of prices since the 6th of August or something like that. The 2nd of August. It's crazy. And we are not that far from the ATH now. That was at around 4k. Are we gonna go directly to that? Are we gonna go to 5k, 10ks? We'll see. But it's just crazy. So, yeah, as soon as Trump secured his decisive lead in Pennsylvania, the market went wild. You can see it here. Boom! Bitcoin smashed through all major resistance levels, reaching a new ATH at the time of 75k. The market euphoria was total, unless you were, of course, shorting Bitcoin. If you were shorting Bitcoin, RIP, rest in peace. Yeah. We can see that when he got Pennsylvania, in 1 hour, the market had already decided that he won. And in 1 hour, 171 million USD was liquidated. And in the following 12 hours, 360 million. It's just crazy. And it's continuing like that day after day. We are rising, attaining new ETHs every day. And a lot of ETH positions have been liquidated those days too. So yeah, Bitcoin's record run was fueled by the optimism surrounding Trump's plan. His campaign promises including transforming the US into the global crypto capital, make America great again, make it the center of the crypto world. While this is a positive signal for the market, it's worth noting that promises aren't enough. Action and policy will ultimately determine the trajectory. But he was president before, and he kept most of his promises. So, yeah, the future is bright. But be careful. Even though Trump is now back in the White House, Bitcoin's future remains uncertain. Yes, Trump has stated that he wants to make the United States the global capital of crypto, as we're saying. And that's fantastic news for the industry. However, all of this still needs to be confirmed by his actions. And he says that he will do a lot of things. So will he do everything that he's promising? We'll see. But yeah, that's the problem. Taxes on capital gains, that's good stuff. We will talk about that maybe in a future video, because that's good news that the Western countries are, increasing capital gain taxes lately. We'll talk about that later. So what were we talking about? The SEC regulations, the SEC, the CFTC. We have good news over there. Is it the end of Gary Gensler? Yes, so we have two scenarios possible. First one, they change the description that they give to Bitcoin, and it will be controlled, regulated by the CFTC. That would be a good news, because CFTC is much more pro-Bitcoin than the SEC. But if it's still the SEC that takes care of Bitcoin, it's okay too, because Gary Gensler, Trump said he will fire him. And lately there are even rumors that Gary Gensler will resign himself before December. So yeah, whatever the case, Trump said that he would put someone which is more pro-crypto at the head of the SEC. We'll see. Either scenario could give a significant boost to innovation and attract even more investment in the sector. That's what important. And we have a lot of influx in the ETFs and in the spot market. That's very important, because yes, it's an interesting highlight of this week. The current bull market is primarily fueled by spot buying and massive increase in ETF activity. So what does it mean when there is minimal leverage or derivative products involved? It means spot buyers are long-term investors. They prefer to own Bitcoin rather to speculate. So they will keep their Bitcoin. They are not trading. They are investing for the future. So the outcome is clear here. Demand is increasing. They will not sell their Bitcoins. And the circulating supply, is decreasing because it's Bitcoin. So this pushes prices even higher, and that's very good news. Another important point is the Asia-Pacific region. Trading volumes have recently doubled, and it's just crazy. Since the approval of Bitcoin spot ETFs, activity has only been increasing. This clearly demonstrates a tangible sense of optimism within the market. So does this mean it's all good news? Not exactly. The market is influenced by numerous factors. For instance, Trump's return could also impact other macroeconomic markets, such as employment, trade, taxes, inflation, tariffs, which in turn could affect the crypto market. However, this will depend on Trump's actual actions and the measures he implements. Of course, there are also policies that, Biden put in place. But yeah, let's leave a question mark here on that for now, and we'll revisit the topic when we have more clarity. But yeah, as I said, he usually keeps his promises, so we'll see. So yes, as I was saying, the Fed cuts interest rates by 25 basic points. It's not a surprise. It's not a surprise because we anticipated that. I told you about that before, and yeah, the probability of 25 cuts, again, was like 95%. So it was already priced in the market. And while employment and inflation figures remain strong, the Fed identified early signs of economic cooling. So this, coupled with the recent rise in market rates, provided the Fed with the flexibility to make further reductions. And the impact on the market is not that great, but still, we are going in the right direction. So that's good. And we have Hong Kong Central Bank and the UK that mirrored this policy, implementing their own rate cuts to stimulate liquidity, And although their moves carried less weight than the Fed, they nonetheless signaled favorable conditions for the crypto market, which thrives in a liquid environment. So we are bringing more liquidity to the market once again. And when we have more liquidity, people tend to invest in more risky, more liquid assets like Bitcoin. So yeah, everything, the planets are aligning. It's really great. What happened in the other news? Polymarket. Polymarket is just crazy. The recent US election, they brought a spotlight to Polymarket, a prediction market platform, a decentralized prediction market platform that achieved a staggering 3.6 billion in transaction volume tied to the elections. It's just crazy. And one French trader, compatriot, bet 30 million on Trump's victory and walked away with 48 million in profits. Respect. His name is Theo, and now France is angry. However, Polymarket isn't for everyone because a lot of people are trading on their position. When you buy a share. It's a yes or a no. You can keep it and see the result at the end. But a lot of people are trading their positions, their shares, and losing a lot of money, mostly because of emotions. And that's not good because French regulators can use that to consider banning the platform. So yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem because it's crypto related, it's gambling related, and it's tax related because this guy who made 48 million USD, I think the French government is just asking himself how to get, the capital gain tax on that. So yeah, that's for Polymarket. I wrote a tweet about Polymarket this week too. I don't know if you are following me on Twitter. If that's not the case, please follow me because I share a lot of good stuff over there. And I was saying the same thing that Theo said, that is Polymarket and decentralized platforms like that are better if you want to know the truth about the situation in the world. Because, traditional media, they have their own propaganda, their own agenda. There were until the last minute saying that it was too close to call who would win the election and stuff like that. But, in late October on Polymarket, we already knew what would happen. And the predictions of Polymarket were right, at a staggering 95% rate. It's just crazy. Yeah, 97%. So yes, that's the strength of decentralization and the strength of stuff like Twitter and Polymarket. Anyway, to conclude, it was a crazy week. Before you go, 2 key headlines you shouldn't miss. The first one is BlackRock. Yeah, it was crazy. This one is crazy. BlackRock spot Bitcoin. IBIT, their ETF, when they opened on the second day after the Trump election. In the first 20 minutes, the trading volume surged to 1 billion USD. It's just crazy. It was a record. So yeah, that's just, a clear indicator of the growing interest among institutional investors in Bitcoin-related financial products and their increasing adoption, the mass adoption. It's just one more proof that things are going crazy. And the second thing I have to talk to you about is about all the other altcoins, because we talked about ETH. ETH is crazy, but it's not the only altcoin that's going crazy this week. We have Cardano. Cardano, they did like 15% in 24 hours. And in the last 7 days, I think their Cardano rose by more than 75%. And we have other ones like Injective, Internet Computer, stuff like that have shown remarkable performance. And meme coins. These movements suggest that investors might be starting to diversify their portfolio beyond Bitcoin, potentially setting the stage for a period of strong growth in the altcoin market. So let's keep an eye on that. And I think it's going to be crazy because, Bitcoin dominance fell by just 1.5% or 1% these days. And ETH rose by more than $750. What will it be when Bitcoin dominance is at 40%? Is the alt season starting? Yeah, let's keep an eye on that, and I'll keep you posted in the next videos. What did you think about this week? How is your portfolio going? You can tell me in the comment section, and I'll just see you in the next video. Bye bye.